Okay, so I just decided to start this stream since I now just got this game. This is Mount and Blade Warband. I keep thinking it's called Warband. And it's a game that Erebos Akuma, or Phoenix, decided to gift me for my birthday. And I looked at it like TV tropes, Steam, etc. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. You know, it's like a sort of medieval fantasy RPG. And you even get to start your own kingdom if you're good enough. So it's like Skyrim meets Hinterland. And if you don't know what Hinterland is, it's a sort of hack and slash RPG slash city builder. So I'm completely new to this game. That's why the stream is titled Dallenson Plays. So let's jump into this game and play the tutorial. You approach a field where the locals are training with weapons. You can practice here to improve your combat skills. Sure. Walk around the training field and speak with the fighters to practice various aspects of Mount and Blade combat. You can use ASDW keys to move around. To talk to a character, approach him until his name appears on your screen, then press the F key. You can also use the F key to pick up items, open doors, and interact with objects. Press the Tab key to exit the tutorial anytime you like. So that... okay, that's obvious. Okay, so you hold it to kind of like give it a raised stance. Give it to get that parry stance. And I read that this game has like combat damage based on how you swing it. So if you were to go like this, you'd swing it faster. And then of course right block is your parry. Archery trainer. Good day to you, young fellow. I spend my days teaching about ranged weapons to anyone that is willing to learn. If you need a tutor, let me know and I'll teach you how to use the bow, the crossbow, and the javelin. Yes, show me how to use ranged weapons. Alright, your first training will be in bowmanship. The bow is a difficult weapon to master, but once you are sufficiently good at it, you can shoot quickly and with great power. Go pick up the bow and arrows you see over there. Over there now and shoot those targets. Alright, I'm ready. Press F to pick it up. Huh? Oh, there's the cursor. The size of the target reticle indicates your accuracy. Press and hold down the left mouse button until the reticle shrinks down to its minimum size. Release the left mouse button when the reticle is at its smallest. If you wait too long, the reticle will expand again, so that represents, like, fatigue. Because unlike, you know, like a compound bow or a recurve, you'll, like, get tired holding it all the way back. The first person, third person key. See? Camera? Ah. Okay. Alright, simple enough. I kind of like it first person. It feels immersive. Oh, these targets. Oops. I almost shot the horse. Now talk to the trainer again. Okay, I see now. How do I sheathe? Is there a sheath? No? Not bad. Not bad at all. You seem to have grasped the basics of archery. Now, try to do the same with a crossbow. Take the crossbow and the bolts over there and shoot those 3 targets. The crossbow is much easier to shoot with compared with the bow, but you need to reload it after each shot. So this is the case where that you have better accuracy with a crossbow. And you see the aim does not waver as much. Oh, you have to reload it like a really tough crossbow. You have to like... Yeah, that little hook thing on the front of the crossbow, that is literally... It's actually... it's not like some sort of counterweight. It's literally there so you can put your foot and pull the cord back. Oops. Oops. This is kind of cool already. Good! You didn't have too much difficulty using the crossbow either. Next, you will learn to use throwing weapons. Pick up the javelins you see over there and try to hit those 3 targets. That's easy enough. So I presume you just simply hold down the mouse. Can you, like, aim? Okay. Well, with that, you've received the basic skills to use the 3 types of ranged weapons. The rest will come with practice. Train each and every day, and in the time you'll be as good as the best marksman in Calradia. Now, you can talk with the melee fighters or the horsemanship trainer if you haven't already done so. They can teach you important skills too. Ah, shit, I forgot to put out journals that saying I was alive. Crap. Technical difficulties, sorry. I was wondering when nobody was showing up. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I forgot to put that thing out there. Okay, back to what I was doing. I guess I'll just receive melee tutorial in case I don't fully understand. Oh, shift is, I'm so... Oh, you know what this is? This is, like... Oh, you know what this is? They said this game was made with Torque 3D. I believe. No, I think that was Beam NG Drive made with Torque 3D. Actually, no, let me check, just to make sure. Oh no, I was thinking of something else. I'm stupid. I thought Mount and Blade was made with Torque. That was Beam NG Drive that I streamed last night. So this guy, okay, I thought he was gonna challenge me. Hello there. We are polishing off our combat skills here with a bit of sparring practice. You look like you use a bit of training. Why don't you join us, and we can show you a few tricks. And if you need explanation of any combat concepts, just ask, and I will do my best to fill you in. I want to practice attacking. Alright, here are 4 principal directions for attacking These are overhead swing, right swing, left swing, and thrust. Now, I will tell you which direction to attack from, and you must try to do the correct attack. I see. Cool. Very good! You've learned how to attack from any direction you want. If you like, we can try this again or move to a different exercise. Unlike a shield, blocking with a weapon can only stop attacks coming from one direction. For example, if you can block up, you'll deflect overhead attacks. But you can still be hit by side swings or thrust attacks. You must press and hold down the right mouse button to block. I'll now attack you with different types of strokes, and I will wait until you do the correct block before attacking. Try to do the correct block as soon as you can. Cool. Good. You're able to block my attack successfully. You may repeat this practice, try to get faster each time, until you're confident with your defense skills. Do you want to have another go? Alright, as you wish. Do some sparring practice. Sparring is an excellent way to prepare for actual combat. We'll fight each other with non-lethal weapons now. Until one of us falls to the ground. You can get some bruises, of course, but better that than being cut down in the real thing. Hey, that was good sparring. You defeated me, but next time I'll be more careful. Do you want to have another go? Well, alright. Talk to me again if you change your mind. Okay, so that was a bit clumsy. Because my controller was vibrating. Where's the that little, like, you heard was my, Xbox controller, like, vibrating. I don't know why. How you can disable that? Because... there's nothing much. I guess I'll just have to, unplug it for now. There we go. That should stop it brrring at me. So let's try this some more. Nice! Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of that. Good day. I've come here for some riding practice, but my old bones are aching badly. So I decided to give myself a rest today. If you would like to practice your horsemanship, you can take my horse here. This exercise will be good for her. Good. Now, I will give you a few exercises that'll teach you riding and horseback weapon use. First assignment is simple. Just take your horse for a ride around the course. Go slow or as fast as you like. Come back when you feel confident as a rider, and I'll give you some tougher exercises. Hello, Kenny. It's going good. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Now we move on to something a bit more difficult. Grab the lance you see over there and ride the course, hitting each target at least once. That's hard to get, actually. Damn. It's hard to get. I'm streaming. Alright, there we go. And I think I'm doing more damage as I ride faster. Okay. Good! You've been able to hit all targets on horseback. That's no easy feat for a starter. Your next challenge will be... Challenge, okay, with an A. We'll be using a bow and arrows to shoot at the archery targets by the road. You need to put an arrow into each target to consider yourself successful. So... Cool. come on. How did I miss that? Oh. Very good. You're able to shoot all targets from horseback. Keep riding and practicing each day, and in time you will be an expert horseman. Now, you can go talk with the melee fighter or the archery teachers if you haven't already done so. You need to learn everything you can to be prepared when you have to defend yourself. So I think that's all there is to do here. So for now, I guess we'll hit tab, exit tutorial, start a new game. Horses and men move west. So let's see. Welcome, adventurer, to Mount and Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of the nobility. That does not, however, mean you should not choose to play a female character or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all the same goals, and in fact may have much more interesting and more challenging early game. Character's gender, male. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was impoverished noble, a traveling merchant, a veteran warrior, a hunter, a steppe nomad, a thief. I think I'm gonna go for like a nomad type character since I'm probably gonna spend a lot of this game exploring. You were a child of the steppe, born to a tribe of wandering nomads who lived in great camps throughout the arid grasslands. Like the other tribesmen, your family revered horses above almost everything else, and they taught you how to ride almost before you learned how to walk. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as... So let's see, page at nobleman's court. Craftsman's apprentice, so I presume that means like a bonus to like crafting stuff. A shop assistant, so like economic thing. I say a stepchild. As a boy growing out of childhood, you rode the great steppes on a horse of your own, learning the ways of the grass and the desert. Although you sometimes went hungry, you became a skillful hunter and pathfinder in this trackless country. Your body too started to harden with muscle as you grew into the life of a nomad man. Then, as a young adult, life changed, as it always does. You became a smith. The distinction felt sudden to you. Somewhere along the way, you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. You pursued a career as a smith, crafting items of function and beauty out of simple metal. As time wore on, you became master of your trade, and fine work started to fetch fine prices. With food in your belly and logs on your fire, you could take pride in your work and your growing reputation. But soon, everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was... personal revenge, the loss of a loved one, wanderlust, a lust for money and power. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you're now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything, and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. the game's save policy be? No quitting without saving, which means that if you screw something up, you can't go back. May as well take that. Now enter your name and distribute your attribute, skills, and weapon points. You can click on various elements on the screen to learn how each one will affect your character. Probably gonna like focus on crossbows, because I just got the Zombie Strike Dreadbolt Blaster, so you know. That means agility. 11 more days to your birthday. Nice, okay. Sorry if I'm getting so quiet. I tend to go quiet when I'm concentrating on character creators. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power, and glory. In this land which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe that you may leave your past behind and start a new life. And you feel that finally you hold the key to your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, you... See, take a caravan. I'm just gonna take the first option since I know none of these guys. You came by caravans in the heartland of Calradia. Green shoots of wheat, barley, and oats are beginning to push through the dark soil of the rolling hills. On the lower slopes of the snow-capped mountains, herds of cattle and sheep are grazing on spring grass. Occasionally, too, you catch sight of one of the great war horses that are the pride of the Swadian nobility. The land that here is rich, but also troubled as the occasional burnt-out farm bears witness. Keep a wide berth of the forest where desperate men have taken refuge, and it's some relief when you crest a ridge and catch sight of the great port of Praven, its rooftops made golden by the last rays of the setting sun. You are exhausted by the time you find an inn in Praven and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn, eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a noise that stands the hairs of your neck on end. The rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Can I loot him? Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. It's one less thief to trouble our streets at night. Although, heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then finally convinced you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to the banditry by war, debt, and love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers, fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking, A lad from the prominent house, out there after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here and didn't know how bad things had become. He had no excuse, but he's family, so what can he do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about ransom, but I don't care to pay for it. So here's my proposition. You look like you had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Cowradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson, and they won't forget. Get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude, and a bit of silver. What do you say? I am interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try to take on the whole bandits gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. I'll warrant. You'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work. That's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 dinars. Consider it advance on your reward. Go around the village and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Praven, after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we do next. You've taken your first quest. You may view your quest log by pressing Q anytime in the game. Alright, cool. Alright, what's... I need to look at some of the controls. Is there a weapon to... Oh, yeah. Okay. Backslash. That makes sense, you know. It looks like a scabbard. Oh, I see. It's a world map. You're now viewing the overland map. Left click on the map to move your party to that location. Enter the selected town or pursue the selected party. Time will pause on the overland map if your party is not moving, waiting, or resting. To wait anywhere, simply press and hold down the space bar. The village of Asgad seems to be flourishing. The fields and orchards are humming with activity and filled with sacks of grain, and drying meat testifying to the productivity of the village's cropland and pastureland. You remember that this village and the surrounding lands belong to the Count Monteror of Kingdom Swadia. The populace is indifferent to you, which is 0. And Swadian recruit volunteers to follow you. Recruit them. Town of Praven seems unremarkable. You hear the occasional grumble in the marketplace about the price of everyday items, but there appears to be a reasonable amount of goods for sale. See the occasional abandoned building, shop, or cart, but nothing more than the ordinary. You see the banner of King Harless of Kingdom Swadia over the town gates. populace's indifference. Let's visit the tavern. Greetings, friend. You look like the kind of man who'd do well to know me. I travel a lot all across Calradia and keep an open ear. I can provide you information that you might find useful. For a meager price, of course. Let's see, Borcha. Mercenary swordsman. Cool. Do you have a need for mercenaries, sir? Me and 4 of my mates are looking for a master. We'll join you for 665 dinars. Let's see. Greetings to you, sir. You look like someone who should get to know me. Why is that? I broker ransoms for the poor wretches who are captured in these endless wars. And normally I travel between the salt mines and the slave markets on the coast, on commission from those whose relatives have gone missing. But if I'm out on my errands of mercy and I've come across a fellow dragging around a captive or two, well, there's no harm in a little speculative investment, is there? And you look like the type who might have a prisoner to sell. What if their families can't pay? No, then I spin them a few heartwarming tales of life on the galleys. You'd be surprised what sorts of treasures a peasant can dig out of his cowshed or wheedle out of his cousins, assuming he's got the proper motivation. And then, if in the end they cannot come up with the silver, then there are always slave merchants who are looking for galley slaves. One cannot do heaven's work with an empty purse, you see. Would you be able to ransom me if I were taken? Of course, I'm welcome in every court in Calradia. There's not many who can say that, so always be sure to keep a pot of dinars buried somewhere and a loyal servant who can find it in a hurry. Good day to you, sir. How may I help you? Have you heard of anyone in this realm who might have a job for a man like myself? Well, King Harless is often looking for mercenaries to fight in his wars. Let me think some more. I've heard that Count Dellenard over in Uzkal has been worried about his band establishing hideout in his area. You may want to speak with him. Let me think some more. I've heard that Count Rochabarth over in Ronde Castle has been asking around for someone who might want work. I'd watch yourself with him, though. You may want to speak with him. There may be other work, of course. Lords and guildmasters often have other tasks which we don't hear about. Also, the villagers around here frequently need help, although they'd be more likely to pay you with a wedge of cheese and goodwill than with cold hard dinars. I'll keep my ears open for other opportunities. You may want to ask again from time to time. So let's see. Let's see, what else is there around here? Good day, sir. Mind your manners within the walls and we'll have no trouble. Swadian militia. Mind your manners within the walls and we'll have no trouble. Good day, what can we do for you? Tell me, what are people talking about these days? Well, nothing new lately. Prices, weather, the war, same old things. The town of Suno seems to be flourishing. The people look well fed and relatively content. Craftsmen do a thriving business. And some migrants appear to be coming here from other regions to seek their luck. You see the banner of Count Clargus of the Kingdom of Swadia. Let's take a look around this. We're not supposed to talk while on guard, sir. Do I know you? I am Dallenson Alexander Smith. I am Count Clargus, a vassal of Kingdom of Swadia, and the Lord of Suno. Perhaps you are not gentle birth, but even a commoner, be he of sufficient valor, may make something of themselves someday. What is it? We wish to ask you something. Aye? What is it? What would it take to cement a lasting alliance with your house? It is our custom to seal any such alliances with marriage, and in fact, we have been looking for a suitable groom for my daughter, Lady Nelda. Never mind. Yes, very well. I say, you don't look familiar. My name is Dallenson Alexander Smith, at your service. Dallenson Alexander Smith. I do not believe I've heard of you before. Can I help you with anything? Do you have a need of mercenaries, sir? Me and 4 of my mates are looking for a master. We'll join you for 1,330 dinars. That sounds good, but I can't afford to hire any more men right now. That's a pity. Well, we will be lingering around here for a while if you need to hire anyone. Into the arena? Oh. Yeah, maybe not. Is there a marketplace I can... Let's go to the town of Rollins. The village of Rollins seems unremarkable. The fields and the orchards are busy with villagers engaged in the task of seasons. Humans and animals alike look relatively healthy and well fed. However, a small number of the outermost fields are left unsown, and some walls are in ill repair, suggesting that there are still not quite enough hands to do all the work, which needs to be done. You remember that this village is surrounding lands belong to count. Right. 5 Swatian recruits volunteer to follow you. Sure. Splendid work. You have hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travelers in Dingpraven have told us that there is a small group of robbers lurking in the outside of town. I suggest that they are all from the same band of the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them. Make them disclose the location of their lair. But why don't you come with us? Because I'm paying you to go take care of it. That's the short answer. The long answer is that I've got some leads to follow up here in town. I have just as much chance of getting knocked on my head as you, if that's what you're asking, but I respect your question. Now, what do you say? Very well. Leave. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Huh? Those prisoners are only going free if you pay their ransom. Only going free if you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? No. But I brought steel. Counter bandit Roberts, you have 7 troops fit for battle against their 4. Charge the enemy. Spare me! Spare my life! Let me go and I'll go far away from here. I'm learning an honest trade you'll never hear. I'm learning an honest trade and you'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him, and give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir. Bless you. We've done the lad no harm. He's been keeping him in our hideout near Elborough, and I'll describe the area nearby in detail so there's no mistaking it. Sorry if my voice acting is a bit cheesy.
Huh?
Sorry if my voice acting and the voice acting I'm providing for this game is a bit cheesy.
I don't care. As long as you're not actually, losing it, I don't care. I'm fine.
Oh, losing it?
Losing it,
Oh.
like happens sometimes.
Oh, getting mad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, that's good. You don't even need to worry about your party. Or the equipment of your party. So this game seems to have elements of like Dungeon Siege, where you get like a giant posse of you can recruit almost a whole army. So let's see what's on the quest list. And Loki, no, off. Just talking to Loki. He is a squeaky butt. Okay. I'm surprised nobody else is
You ever...
Oops. Okay. So this whole, like, shabacle's going on between Peyton and someone else. Okay, so I guess there's like all those little things. Okay. Check Skype. Check Skype for what? Okay. I understand that. I'm not reading it, I'm just saying I understand that. Go back to Priven. Visit the tavern, tell the merchant learned where he is. So, you found where they hid my brother. Splendid. Splendid work. I flatter myself that I'm a fine judge of character, and you look to be a man who can get things done. Now, go out and save his unworthy hide. Very well. I go now to attack the bandits in their lair and find your brother. Means so yeah, I'm okay. You approach the hideout. The looters don't appear to have spotted you yet, and you could still sneak away unnoticed. The difficult approach to the site, down a narrow defile, means that only a handful of troops in your party will be able to join the attack. They will be unable to bring their horses. If your initial attack fails, the looter will easily be able to make their escape and disperse. Do you wish to attack the hideout or wait for another occasion? Attack the hideout. Yay. Thank you, sir, for rescuing me from those fiends. Did my brother and Praven put you onto their track? Yes, and I told him that I would find you. I advise you to return to your family as quickly as you can, and be careful on the road. With their retreat cut off, the looters fall one by one to determine attack. Their hideout, their ill-gotten gains, is now yours.